Hello everybody, welcome to today's video, and in today I'm going to be talking about the tips and tricks that I wish I would have known before I started Palworld. So, number one tip is going to be base spot. So my base right here, it's a decent sized base, but it doesn't have enough. So I'm going to recommend that we get a better area, like a more open area, and I'm getting ready to show you guys like the best base spot in my opinion. I'm going to say down here at this flat ground right here will be the best option for your base. It has a lot of room. It has more than enough room for you to put anything that you need. So in my opinion, this is the best base spot. So that is going to be it for the first tip. On to tip number 2, the black marketer. So first off, you're going to want to level up a little bit because he's level 40. You're going to want to beat him and then capture him. After you capture him, you see like you can talk to him and you can buy off of him, right? So if you have this and have him unlocked at your base, captured, if you put him in your PAL box and take him back out, this right here will reopen and it will refresh at any chance. So it is a very good thing to do. Tip number 3 is going to be your pals like mental capacity, their workspace. So your pals, their sanity goes up by the food. So a fried egg, the SAN is up by 1, but berries don't have any like sanity boost. So in your feed box, you're always going to want to make sure that you have some sort of thing to boost their SAN, right? So right here I have bread, berries, honey, wheat, eggs, and milk. Bread gives them a sanity boost of 4, and that's what they are. I think that's what they are eating right now. So make sure you have food, and it has to be cooked food. Make sure your food that is cooked is in the feed box so their sanity does not drop. Alright, so on to tip number 4. So tip number 4 is basically tip number 3. It's a remake. So it involves the sanity. So pals eat from left to right. So one thing that I do, because I figured it out, is honey. It doesn't have a timer before that goes away like bread, and your pals eat from left to right. So you always want to make sure that you have some sort of sanity boost, just like the last tip, but you want to make sure that's first, and then you want to have the rest of the feed box filled. So then, like let's say this despawns, they won't be eating anything, but that's why you make more bread, or you throw down a second feed box for your pals and just fill it up with cooked berries, because their sanity is very important and you need that to be up. So yeah. So we are now on tip number 5. So first thing that I want to say is the element matchups. They are very, very important. So it's kind of like Pokemon: fire beats grass, grass beats ground, ground beats electric, water, ice, dragon, dark, neutral. So it's kind of like Pokemon, but fire is one of these shots because it's the only one that can beat 2. Let's say you want to go for a Mammoth, and you have to fill up a squad with fire. Your PAL team then is going to do great because grass is super weak to fire. So it's a great way to do more damage. It helps you beat alpha PALs, bosses, tower bosses. It's just great tip, and it is right in your tips actually. So if you click tab, go to options, and then you go to survival guide, scroll all the way down, and then you click elements. Just so you know the typings, you can come here or you could look it up online. but this is very important to know. I still use it, and it's a great thing to use. On to tip number 6. So tip number 6 is going to be the EXP bonus. It helps a lot at the start of the game, so you have to capture 10 of the same pals, and it levels up each time. It levels you up more. So it's a really good way to level up. Like I said, I still do it because I need the EXP, and at the start of the game, if you just want to climb the leveling rankings, it's the best way. So I'm going to show you it real quick, but it is a great way. So I'm going to come over to the Skumas, just chilling. Make sure to get back bonus so it goes up more. Oh crap. He's wanting to be difficult, so we're gonna make this easier. Oh, just so we're gonna get him low. Throw it. 100% capture chance. So now he has caught. I've caught 7. I have 1,152 XP. So make sure that you keep on capturing the same pals. So at the start of the game, like Chickapee will be good, and Lamball would be great. They're all over, easy to catch, great idea. So I would recommend capturing them to level up. On tip number 8, we are going into passives. So for instance, my Anubis here on my team, I'm trying to see, his passive skills are cheery. It has a 10%, so dark damage does not affect him as much. Dragons don't affect him. Grass doesn't affect, increases to grass attack damage. And then this one's iffy. His defense is bad, but his work speed is really good. And then this pal right here, Coward, lucky. So it's lucky because it's like a shiny. It's like a shiny Pokemon. It glows, it sparkles. But the issue with this pal is it's one of the weaker ones, and Coward takes its attack down by 10, and Unstable makes his sanity drop faster, so he's not allowed to do much around the base. So he's not a good pal to use at all. And Beacon right here, just terrible. So make sure whenever you have a pal on your team, make sure you look at their passives. Like this passive is really bad, Coward. It's not as strong of a pal, but its partner task is very good because it can heal you. So if the partner task or the partner's skill is better than the passive skill, I would recommend putting it on the team. But if the passive skill is nowhere near good and it's just not a good partner skill, do not use them. It's not going to be the best. Tip number 8. So you are going to want to make sure, because each pals have like different task at base. So for instance, Anubis here has level 4 handling, level 3 mining, and level 2 transporting. He is the best character to helping you craft spheres, crafting weapons, whatever you need craft. Serpent here is only good at water, so he waters the plants. He anytime that I need, like, what do you call them, the power ores, anytime I need those like made out of stone, he'll water the mill, he'll water the crusher, he'll water. Then we have Bushi, who can kindle, which will light stuff on fire. He will light cooking. He'll light the ores to make it into iron. His handle work, and then the green leaf is for gathering. So he's good at that too. And he's good at cutting wood. He's a level 3, and his transport. So each pal individually has their own thing that is very good. Like he is a level 1, but he makes milk, and that's how you make cake, which we'll get into more too later. So you want to make sure that each of your pals on your base have different types of task, like handling, kindle, all that. Now then, on to tip number 9. We are going to be talking about none other than breeding, and you unlock the breeding farm at level 19. So breeding is very important because you can breed multiple pals like that you couldn't beforehand. So you need cake, and then once you bring the cake over here, you will drop it off into this box. Then this over here will be like where the eggs will spawn and stuff. And up here is just a couple of eggs that I hatched. So for instance, I have been breeding a bunch of Anubis pals lately because I have thrown in Pin King and Bushi. And once you throw those two in there, the breeding part doesn't take that long. It's hatching the eggs. So I've been hatching that egg for probably about 2 hours. But if you go online and look it up, Palworld breeding, there's multiple things that you can breed with just low level pals, like pals that you get at the start of the game, and you get some of the like later game pals. So I think breeding is very important, and it's great once you hit level 19, but like I said, you're gonna need certain pals to like get the cake. I mean, getting the cake, in my opinion, is the hardest part. To talk about tip number 10, which is going to be a mining base. So how do you get a mining base? So right here, if you click V on base upgrade, my base is level 14. My max number of bases is 2, but it could be 3. So what do you want to do here is at the start of the game, you want to do the tutorial, then upgrade your base, because once you hit, I think it's base level 8, you get another base, and then this is where it comes in, because mid area early is where you're gonna need ore. That's how you make guns, gunpowder, because there's sulfur, there's multiple. So right now I have one mining base set up, and you just want to set it here, have a couple of your pals. I'm still working on my mining base, but you have your pals out and they work for it, like they do all the work here, and then you just come over here and you kindle it with a fire type, and then you put all of your ores into that chest. Why? Well, late game, whenever you need pal ore, because my armor right now is a metal armor, and that cost me like 60 metal. You're not gonna find that just running around, and the ore weighs a lot, so you're gonna have to drop a lot. So why not just make a base? So tip number 10 is just always make a base. It makes our life easier. It will make your life easier. Get some desert pals. I think it's a Digtoise. Get him and they will work on this base and you should be good. It's not hard to build another base. I just haven't gotten the time to, but it will be worth it, trust me. Thank you guys so much for watching my first ever YouTube video. I just want to say thank you for everybody who made it this far. But if you did end up liking this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe, and put in the comments stuff that could help me in the future, if it's with editing or recording, because I'm trying to do what's best for you guys, and I'm trying my hardest, but I don't know what to do fully, so it's all about experience. But thank you guys for watching my first ever video.